Join me as I dive into the details and try to figure out what Rachel Reeves' benefit crackdown really means for us in the coming weeks. But before going forward to the video, I request you to please subscribe my channel and don't forget to see this video complete that you may lost important updates. Rachel Reeves, the Labour Party's Shadow Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, has been making headlines lately, and it's not hard to see why. As the opposition's leading figure on welfare reform, Reeves has been instrumental in shaping the party's stance on benefits and social security. Benefit claimants in the UK have been facing numerous challenges in recent years, from the rollout of Universal Credit to the introduction of stricter eligibility criteria. Many have expressed frustration and concern about the government's approach to welfare reform, feeling that it's often been more about cutting costs than providing support to those who need it most. The public has also been vocal about the issue, with many calling for a more compassionate and effective system. Amidst all this uncertainty, Reeves' announcement has sparked both hope and anxiety among claimants and the wider public alike. One of the most pressing concerns has been the perceived unfairness of the current system, which many believe prioritizes punishing claimants over providing genuine support. The postcode lottery of benefit availability, as well as the often arbitrary sanctions regime, has led to widespread criticism and calls for reform. Furthermore, the COVID-19 pandemic has only exacerbated these issues, leaving many families and individuals struggling to make ends meet. With Reeves' announcement, many are wondering if this marks a significant shift in the government's approach to welfare. Benefit claimants are not the only ones affected, however. The wider public has also been impacted by the government's welfare policies, whether through increased taxation to fund the system or concerns about the fairness and efficacy of the current approach. As the cost of living continues to rise, many are eager to see a more comprehensive and sustainable solution to the UK's welfare crisis. Reeves' announcement has stoked hopes that this might finally be on the horizon, but only time will tell. Chancellor Rachel Reeves has announced an overhaul to the benefits system will be unveiled by the Labour government before the spring budget during her speech to kickstart economic growth in Oxfordshire this morning. Reeves revealed the Work and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall will outline changes to the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, impacting those on payments such as Universal Credit and Personal Independence Payment, PIP, as part of a benefits clampdown. These changes to the social security system come as part of the government's wider plans to bolster the economy following the pandemic and get more people back into work. During her speech, the Chancellor said, "Growth isn't simply about lines on a graph, it is about the pounds in people's pockets, the vibrancy of our high streets and the thriving businesses that create wealth, jobs and new opportunities for us, for our children and grandchildren. We will have succeeded in our mission when working people are better off." Among the senior Labour figures in the audience during the Chancellor's speech included Environment Secretary Steve Reed, Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander and Science Minister Lord Valence. Despite the focus of the Chancellor's speech being on improving GDP, she confirmed that fundamental reform to Britain's welfare system is on its way, which will lead by Kendall. Specifically, Rachel Reeves cited that the government ministers will be looking at areas that have been ducked for too long, like the rising cost of health and disability benefits. According to the Chancellor, the Work and Pensions Secretary will break down the Labour's plans for widespread reform ahead of the spring budget, which is set for March 26. Reeves' benefit crackdown has sparked a flurry of debate and speculation about what this means for the future of welfare in the UK. As the details continue to emerge, one thing is certain: this announcement marks a significant turning point in the government's approach to social security. With far-reaching consequences for claimants, taxpayers, and the wider public, it's essential that we stay informed and engaged in the coming weeks and months. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date on the latest developments in government policy and welfare issues, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.